Welcome traders to this new market game plan for week 15 for Nasdaq futures. Next week we have CPI release and PPI release as always in the second week of the month. Let's dive into the economic calendar first. So on Monday we start the week with no higher medium impact news. Same goes for Tuesday. That's why our main focus will be on Wednesday's price action, Thursday's price action and Friday's price action. So Wednesday 14 p.m. we have FOMC meeting minutes. If you follow me for a longer time, then you know I absolutely love this news report because it generally around 70% of the cases between 14 p.m. and 14:30 p.m. you have a minor run taking place, and after 14:30 p.m. we have the larger run taking place. So two-stage delivery and two sides to be traded on most of the time. So this is an important news report for me this week. On Thursday 8:30 a.m. CPI release. Yeah, I love this report as well. Generally after 9:30 a.m. opening bell we have a beautiful trading opportunity most of the cases. So Friday 8:30 a.m. PPI release and 10 a.m. consumer sentiment number coming out and inflation expectation number coming out. So let's dive into the high time frame charts for Nasdaq. So last week, huge, insanely large down close candle. We fell short of trading into these relative equal lows, but I expect next week to do so. Let me measure from the closing price of Friday towards this low. We're talking about 370 handles left towards the downside. So for that I hold a bearish bias, if you will. But yeah, after this low is taken, I'm neutral and I have to see what price is doing next. Are we continuing towards the downside with more sell side delivery, or are we taking these institutional sell orders over here and maybe some relief bounces towards the upside? I don't know what's going to occur, and I have to see how next week's candle will unfold and give us more clues about what price is likely to do next. Let me add the annotations. This should be over here, leaving that over here. Should be on the daily chart, which isn't visible on the weekly chart. I keep that as well. Same goes for the premium wick consequent encroachment on the weekly chart, which was this premium wick over here. Maybe I can add another one. And another one. Okay. Measuring this candle's low. Or this low wick rather. Consequent encroachment. Let me see. 19,403.5. Yeah, perfect. And we have this huge premium wick consequent encroachment at 19,682. Okay, beautiful. Can delete this sell side liquidity pool. This inversion for value gap on the daily. Extend it towards the right side of the chart. Extend this one to the right side. And extend this one. Okay, discount wick, consequent encroachment on the monthly chart. Let's make that a premium wick, as price is currently trading below it. This is a premium wick as well. And as this target is reached as well, it's a premium wick, consequent encroachment as well on the weekly chart, which is this huge wick, the midpoint annotated at 17,870.5. Okay, so again, I have a small, let's say a bias towards the downside. I expect this low to be taken out at 17,113.25. It's around 370 handles, so I have to see how Sunday is opening up. Maybe even before Monday's London session, we have taken this low, and then we can do two things. We either continue towards the downside, where we create some premium arrays around these levels over here, only for price to trade back into it and trade further towards the downside, or we reverse and have a relief bounce towards the upside. I'm not sure what's happening, what is likely to unfold, but we have to see how the weekly candle was created next week. So at some extra levels, this sell side target over here at 16,334.25. I'm not sure if price is continuing towards these levels, but if we continue towards the downside, then these levels I am monitoring. This short-term low over here. I think that is enough for now. Okay, note the busy over here and these busies over here on the weekly chart. You want to annotate those for yourself. I want to keep my chart clean, so I'll leave it for what it is. On the daily chart, on Monday, if we fall short of trading into Thursday's low over here, then later in the week we have this SIBI over here, which gives us a lot of information about how next week's candle will unfold. So I'm expecting a SIBI to be created with the second candle of the SIBI on Friday's price action over here, and there I have to see if price is willing to treat this future created SIBI as a premium array or trade above it and use it as a discount array, which is, given the circumstances and the situation in the world, macroeconomic and geopolitical situation, I don't expect this to be treated as a bullish inversion fair value gap, but rather send price lower from that SIBI. So yeah, I have to see how that unfolds. Let me see on the hourly chart. Yeah, the moment we reverse towards the upside, note that we have these beautiful relative equal highs over here and these relative equal highs, which will likely be taken in the future, but that's not so important right now because that is not likely to take place soon. First, we have to reverse this sell side delivery into buy program, but that's highly unlikely to unfold. Note how the SIBI is created over here and used as a premium array to send price lower. Note the price action around the premium wick, consequent encroachment on the weekly chart. Yeah, for now I am not so sure what price is likely to do. I expect continuation towards the downside into these beautiful levels over here. And yeah, I think continuing towards the downside is more likely than buy side delivery, but I'm pretty much neutral. Maybe I can capture a short or some beautiful scalps later in the week due to the fact that most news releases are in the latter part of the week rather than the first part of the week. Monday, no news. Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, PM news, and our main focus for next week will be on the latter part on Thursday, where we have the CPI number coming out, and Friday, the PPI number coming out. So, traders, I want to thank you for participating in this market game plan. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can use something for your own analysis. I want to wish you a very, very nice weekend and an even better trading week ahead. See ya.